We got the new emojis. Got the new emojis up already. Nice. Wow, those look good, man. Look at those gold stars. We got the golden coffee coming too. 2-year members. We got the golden coffee badge coming, man. After your name, the golden coffee. The highest championship you could win on this channel. Or obtain, I should say. We got the coffee going. Nice. Awesome. What's up, unit? Hold on, let me get this coffee rocking if you don't mind. Listen, this is a Dunkin', but I'll give you the Folgers anyway. Ready? Because this is a channel member stream. The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup. Folgers, it's in your motherfucking cup. Salute. Yeah, look at that. Coffee. More coffee. Not done. Hold on, let me cut your playback, guys. Let me get my playback if you don't mind. Hold on. Gotta put my playback in so I can hear myself. There we go. Check, check, check. BC in the unit. BC in the unit. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. BC in the unit coming at you. All right, I like that. That sounds pretty good. What's up, guys? Hold on, let me stir this up. This is a full Dunkin'. Dunkin' sugar, Dunkin' cream, Dunkin' extra extra. They're pretty much sponsoring this stream without even knowing it, I guess. Hey, channel members, man, in all seriousness, thank you guys. This is for you. Those that can tune in live throughout this next half an hour, maybe an hour, and to every single channel member that'll tune in over the next 24 to 48 hours. This one's for you. It's my chance to say, what's up? Thank you for your support, your continued support every month. And in the process, we'll talk some Monday Night Raw tonight as well. All the developments coming out of SummerSlam, even some SmackDown news. So we're going to shoot the shit for a little bit. But this is really my chance to tell every single one of my gold cards. And now my gold star unit. And soon, my golden coffee unit. That's right, you heard that correct. If you join the channel, you're going to get your gold card. If you hit 1 year of membership, you are going to get the golden star from here on out. That's how I can pretty much know who's been with this unit membership, who's been on the board of directors for a full year. And if you go 2 years, which some of you are about to do, by the way, well, you're going to have the golden coffee. So when I say board of directors, when I say head of the table, that's obviously going to be my golden coffee. So it's an easy way for BC to, when I'm live, go to my unit, go to my chat. I can pretty much instantly, snap of a finger, blink of an eye. I know exactly who I can depend on, who's been here for a while. If I got a question and need the rest of the unit to get where I'm coming from, I can depend on my channel members that's been here for a while. So it's an easy indicator for BC, but it's also something special for you guys to support somebody in a channel for that long. I mean, how can I not show the top level in the top? I guess level is the best way, right? We're leveling this game up, man. So I'm going to leave it at level. The top level of support, respect right back to you guys, man. I like that. And by the way, this chat is all gold. Are you guys all 1 year, man? Anybody less than a year? Rob, thank you. Rob's earning that gold star month by month. Damn, most of you guys 1 year plus up in here. Beautiful. Badass, man. In fact, hold on. Is that DC Lanier? DC Lanyard, 16-month membership. Yo, what up, BC? I'm sitting here with the crew playing Uno and watching BC Amplified. By the way, have you heard anything about Trish versus Tiffany? Trish versus Tiffany. First of all, DC Lanyard, thank you for 16 months strong, man. Here's to another 16 months. And man, that gold star's looking good. I was hoping. I didn't know if it was going to be available for this stream. So it's fitting. It's a members-only stream chat. And we got the gold stars rocking. 16 months, DC Lanyard. I appreciate you big time. You know that, man. Let me give you a proper salute. Whoa, that's hot. That's got a kick. As far as Trish versus Tiffany, no news on that. Trish Stratus is still on the... She's still a member of the active roster, so she's not done yet. She's got a lot more to do. She's getting paid just like Stephanie McMahon. And recently, Hunter Hearst Helmsley said that Stephanie does not have a role in WWE. Now, I'm hoping he just meant like a suit and tie role because she absolutely is on the active roster. She is getting a paycheck from WWE, as is Trish Stratus. So that is that's very interesting, actually. Because if that is the case, the one match I want to see more than any would be Trish Stratus versus Tiffany Stratton. Absolutely. I just think it would be phenomenal. I think they'd play off one another so damn beautifully. But no, I haven't heard anything that it's actually official. But damn, do it. Book it, Hunter. Appreciate that. And also, hold on, before we get going, I know I had a super chat. I think it was Colin, man. I want to make sure I get everybody in before I... Where was that? Colin. $2 super. Colin, I appreciate that, man. Raw needs to nail it tonight. Bro, I'm calling this. That thumbnail isn't just for, like, shits and giggles, right? Oh, BC's got some jokes, you know. Tonight has to be important. No, I mean literally what that thumbnail says. Tonight is one of the most important Raws of the year is what I put. I mean of all time, man. Saturday night, SummerSlam, it changed the landscape. Guys, I just had a mini banger bomb just come in too, by the way. I'm going to get to that. Who was that? MD20. Get to that in a second. I see Stegmeister popping up too in a super chat box. A 10 spot from Stegmeister. You guys are rocking out already. All right, this may take more than a half an hour then. We might go a full hour on this one. Where was I just now? Where was I headed with that? Where was I going with it? Oh, yes. Monday Night Raw. Colin says tonight they have to nail it. Well, Saturday night you changed the landscape. Hunter Hearst Helmsley changed the landscape. For better or for worse, we're going to find out tonight, right? But you have a new IC title holder. In the same night, you crowned a new world champion. It's not often on a pay-per-view. Trust me, I've been doing this, not doing this, but I've been watching for over 3 decades. I've been doing this for over 5 years, reviewing and critiquing for you guys. It's very rare you see the world and the IC titles, both of the main titles, on that brand anyway, it's very rare that you see them change hands in the same PLE pay-per-view. That's what happened. And it wasn't just there. The Women's Championship changed hands. Then you had what was the other title? The US Championship changed hands. So 2 massive titles on the SmackDown side of things. So many titles change hands. So many new eras begin. You also had 2 massive turns for the Monday Night Raw brand. Judgment Day basically imploded. And off of that, you're going to have splinter cells, right? Splinter units. You could literally have a Finn Balor Judgment Day, and you could have a Rhea Damien Judgment Day. NWO Black and White, NWO Black and Red, Red and Black. It all depends on where Hunter wants to go with the story tonight. I'm not even done. CM Punk. I doubt very much he's done with McIntyre or vice versa. After SummerSlam, Drew Mack said he was done with Punk. He got everything. He got the victory. He's got the bracelet. He's going off into the sunset. I'm sure Punk has a problem with that. He wants the bracelet back, and he wants to kick Rollins' ass. Well, I'm sure Rollins isn't going to be running and hiding. I'm already getting amplified. I got to make sure your playback is still rocking, guys. Make sure I'm not blowing out the mic yet, or the tube is not disruptive yet. But CM Punk, man, you got to guys... people are just overpassing that because there's so many other things going on. But that CM Punk Seth Rollins thing is not over, and you got to believe that Drew Mack and CM Punk is not over. On top of that, I'm not even done. Your playback still sounds good. Guys, I'm not even done. What about Bray Wyatt? His new faction for Uncle Howdy. Paying that respect, I still feel Bray should be a part of this, right? I still feel there should be all these segments and he should be a part of the story, like his voice. And all of the promos that Bray cut, you could use so much of that material as like the driving directions for this group. I'm not saying Uncle Howdy's not running it, Bo Dallas. He deserves his chance to do such. But to not have Bray Wyatt a part of this, you have so much material from Bray. You could have his voice kind of directing them at all times, or at least many times. But you have their debut tonight. This is massive, guys. This is going to make or break them. After tonight, the Wyatt Six are going to look very average, mid-AF, or they are going to be a legit badass super team, super group that we're going to look at and go, yup, they should be taken for real. Or after tonight, they just have a regular match with the Creeds and Chad Gable. It just feels like a regular six-man tag, and that's it. That's it. The Wyatts are just a group. What am I missing? I mean, that's a lot. Hunter went for the home run. He went for the grand slam on Saturday. If he swung so hard to get that winning grand slam, right? Grand slam. You gotta get all four people home to win the game. It's a grand slam. Get all those people on base, including yourself. But if you swing so hard and you miss, you got nobody home. You lose the game. Saturday night, Hunter Hearst Helmsley could have failed miserably. He swung hard for that grand slam. And Hunter Hearst Helmsley, he hit the grand slam. Congratulations. Now you deal with everybody coming after you because you're the number one spot now. You have won that game. You've won the pennant. Now the landscape changes. Now everybody's going to be tuning in to seeing what you do next. That's what makes this one of, if not the most important Raw of the entire year, bare minimum. Because the landscape changed Saturday. Did it change for the better or for the worse? We find out tonight. This is massive. This is Hunter's biggest show. And you're going to have to pull every viewer you can because they're on Sci-Fi tonight. The Olympics have Das booted Monday Night Raw from their normal channel of USA. So you're going to lose a little bit from the jump. You're hoping that evens out from your SummerSlam crowd, right? The post-SummerSlam crowd is going to come in as well. You're hoping that offsets. So now you got to put your best foot forward. Now you got to introduce your best work, Hunter. Because there's only one chance at a first impression. And tonight is your first impression of this new era. Of the landscape being incredibly and entirely switched upside down. I like what I saw Saturday night. There's so many realms of possibility. There's so many things that could be epic. You got to make sure that you let those things breathe tonight. Have a plan. Have that creativity. Don't wait 2 weeks till you're back on USA Network or next week when you're back on USA. Don't wait for another month. Don't wait till January to get it rocking for WrestleMania season. Right now, you close this year out. The second half of this year, you close it out with another Grand Slam and another Grand Slam and another Grand Slam. Because that's what you have to do. Ease up. Let up on the gas on the fillers. Tonight's Monday Night Raw card, for instance. I'm looking at this is an official memo. This is an official release from WWE. Tonight, they're advertising New Day versus AOP. That's not exactly entirely intriguing. New Day versus AOP. You're going to get Dakota Kai versus Sonya Deville. I'm hoping it's good. Something tells me you're just going to get both factions brawling again at the end of this. Ludwig Kaiser versus Sheamus again. Are they going to try to do Sheamus and Gunther? Is that going to be Gunther's first big defense? Try to rekindle that feud? Ludwig versus Sheamus. Awesome Truth versus Waller in Theory. Why? What happened to the brand split? Waller in Theory, last of my knowledge, unless they got traded, and I don't know, is JR9 up in here? JR9's up in the chat. Maybe they got traded to Raw and BC just didn't know about it. Possibly. I was live for 5 hours on Saturday. Then early the next morning, I did a recap SummerSlam upload for you guys. On top of that, all of my extracurricular actual work outside of the wrestling world that I do, I've been pretty busy. Maybe they got traded, but if they didn't, then I would like to know why Waller and Theory are showing up to Raw just because they got their asses whipped by Jelly Roll, Miz and Truth. It's a brand split, man. That's what we were told. But as far as the memo that BC is getting, the official press release from WWE, they're advertising, for some reason, Awesome Truth, Waller Theory. I don't know many people that are clamoring to see that tonight, just like New Day and AOP. That's what I mean. Don't just chuck a bunch of random matches on the show tonight. Let all of the stories that you could potentially have brewing in the best of ways, let them breathe. Give me 20 minutes up front of the Judgment Day imploding. Then give me another 20 at the tail end of the show. Give CM Punk, Rollins, and Drew, whichever variation you want to give it 15 minutes bare minimum. Give the Wyatts room to breathe, 15 to 20 minute segment. I'm not saying a match needs to be 20 minutes. Give them the time that they need. There's so many huge things. It's a television show. Give us cinema. Don't just throw a bunch of random matches. Nobody's going to care about that part of it. It'll drag your show down. It'll absolutely gut your ratings. I was not supposed to be this amplified this early, guys. This is for my channel member, the stream anyway. Everybody, I made it available for everybody to, even if you're not a channel member, I made this available for everybody. So this is my thank you to everybody that even supports it. You don't have to be a channel member. Subscribers, I appreciate you guys so much. In a day and age where subscribing is like pulling teeth, I understand. Or you have to constantly promote it and tell people, remind people to subscribe. I'm just not that kind of dude. I don't do that. Once in a while, I'll put it up. But I'm not that type of dude. And we're a small ECW type channel anyway. We're too controversial. We piss off the tube. We scare people away. I get it. But if you do subscribe to this channel, if you are amplified, if you are badass, salute to you. But the chat every now and again has to be open to just my channel members, because I have to give that next level, that next layer of appreciation. And that's what this is, man, for all my unit up in here. And those gold stars are looking good, man. If you've been a member for 1 year, you get the star now. 2 years, you get the golden coffee. I love it. Yo, look at my emojis up there too, man. Hey, from now on, you guys, my channel members, for you guys, if something is legit, actually good, or even great, now we have our "This is awesome." We have our "This is awesome" emoji now. You can pop that up. And if we just don't like something creatively, or if a superstar ain't cutting it, we gonna give them Das Boot. Das Boot. That's right. That's right. That's a boot to the mug is what that is, that emoji. So badass, man. Now you guys can sound off every single time. If you think something's great, hey, it's awesome. If you think no thank you, we're going to give it Das Boot. All right, unit. So along with the matches I just hold off to you guys. The biggest stories here, what needs to happen tonight is obviously Judgment Day has to take front and center. Listen, don't stop now, Hunter. Every week it seems the Judgment Day gets the most camera time. Well, guess what? That's never been more needed than right now today. Tonight, Judgment Day, Rhea Ripley has to have sheer rage for Liv Morgan and Dominic Mysterio. Let's have cinema tonight. Dominic Mysterio has to come across, or Rhea has to come across Dominic. Liv Morgan can be the third wheel even. Rhea and Dominic, that has to be a centerpiece tonight. Finn Balor, Damien. I want Damien Priest for the 3 hours looking for Finn Balor. That should be your drag-along centerpiece. And what that means is you start the show with something, you keep going back to it, and at the end you have this huge climactic cliffhanger. I want Damien Priest searching for Finn Balor. Maybe an hour into the show, he actually arrives to the arena. Now Damien is really on high alert. He's searching all around. He's flinging people around backstage. Individuals are going through walls. This needs to be a Damien Priest we've never seen before. Come on, let's get creative. Let's have some fun. It's Monday Night Raw. And you actually have a pulse to the product finally on a Monday night. Let's not pump the brakes. Let's hit hard, amplified style on the gas. Gunther, his era begins tonight. What does he have? Do you throw him a match in just a few weeks, bash at the Berlin? Some people may think no, too early. I think it's Germany. It's you're out of the States. Of course, Gunther has to have a match. Now, maybe you throw him in a tag team. Maybe that's why they have Sheamus and Ludwig going. Maybe somehow Ludwig and Gunther have to take on Sheamus and a partner of his choosing. Right? Maybe Tyler Bate's like, I'm sorry, man. Let's try this one more time. And then Bate turns on Sheamus definitively at Berlin. Who knows? But Gunther, you would think, would have to have something for Berlin. Either way, he's got to address everybody as the new champion tonight. And then you got Bron Breakker, your mid-card champion, your IC title holder. The era of Bron Breakker starts tonight. Are we going to start it off with another Bron Breakker Dragunov match? We're going to have Dragunov lose again real quick, or are we going to make Dragunov seem like he's relevant just so we can have a title match with Braun in Berlin and then he gets wrecked again? No, you got to think better than that. Let's get more creative. Let's have more fun. This is the new era, Bron Breakker and Gunther. CM Punk, Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre. Do you keep these three in the same muddied waters? Where does it end? A triple threat match with nothing on the line? Then why is it a triple threat match? Just because everybody's angry at one another? Seth and Drew are pretty much done with their beef. In fact, Seth counted to 3 to Drew. Drew asked Seth to just do the right thing. Seth did it. He walked off. Seth and Drew don't need to be in the ring together. This is Drew and Punk separate, and it's Rollins and Punk separate. Nobody needs a triple threat. So what I would like to do, if CM Punk still can grab ratings, I know he can still rock a microphone. I know he can still put storylines on his back. Have a separate CM Punk Drew feud tonight. It's a 3-hour show. Just double up on the Punk. Punk and Drew separate. Sethington Punk have a separate feud going. There you go. 2 birds with a stone. But CM Punk, that's another big one tonight, and I want time dedicated to it. The Wyatt 6. I made mention of this a few minutes ago. This is it for the Wyatts. This is it. First chance at a first impression. This is their first time wrestling as this clique, as this faction. This is going to tell us all if we should put them on a pedestal, which we hope, or are we going to look at them as average AF? A simplistic 6-man tag with a simplistic, mediocre finish and no memory of it in 48 hours, 72 hours. This is massive for the Wyatts. This is one of the biggest Raws I can remember. Removed from the USA Network for their post-second biggest show of the year, SummerSlam. And they're on the Sci-Fi. They didn't phone it in last week. That's the good news. And I think they pulled a 1-4-ish, maybe a little under, a little over. But they didn't get toppled. You got a show that pulls only 1-6 and 1-7 on average. They pulled a 1-4, 1-5 maybe even. Somebody in the JR9, somebody give me Raw's rating in the chat, please, last week. My point is they did not get crushed being on Sci-Fi. And I don't think they're going to get crushed this week because you have your SummerSlam post audience that wants to see everything that happens afterwards, all the aftermath. So now all Hunter has to do is not use the new channel as an excuse. Rock this new era, rock this new landscape of world wrestling entertainment into the stratosphere. 1-4-1-2, thank you. They pulled 1-4 several times on the USA Network. And I'm talking about within the last year. Their average is 1-6, 1-7. So they didn't get crushed. They're going to get at least 2 to 2, I'd say 3 even, right? SummerSlam. 2 to 300,000 will come back. So you're going to put that at about 1-7 to peg from the start. It's up to them and their show and their product to keep those viewers and grow as the 3 hours go on, which is hard to do. Or they just drop off and they get another 1-4. They have the possibility. BC is actually amped for a Monday Night Raw. I can't tell you the last time that happened. But when I also look at some of these matches, I get de-amplified because you get New Day and AOP, Dakota Kai and Sonya Deville might be actually semi-decent if Dakota does bring her A game. Lately, she has not been. Ludwig Kaiser, Sheamus, Awesome Truth versus SmackDown. SmackDown's Waller and Theory. Unless Jelly Roll is showing up, nobody needs to see that. But you take the stupid filler matches they're throwing at us, there's some good stories that could evolve or be catapulted. That all depends on what happens tonight. There you go, man. That's my 20-some-odd minute opening monologue unit. This all started, by the way, with Colin's super chat. Colin with that $2 coffee. Raw needs to nail it tonight. And then BC just went off on the whole Monday Night Raw being the biggest show of the year. And it is. This is the biggest. I'm not just saying that for a cute thumbnail. When you think about the landscape being changed Saturday night, this is it, guys. This is it. This is the show that everybody needs to know why we should, all of us, give a damn for the second half of the year. Mania's done. Your casual fans could have quit then, right? But no, a lot of them come back for SummerSlam, the second biggest event of the year. Once SummerSlam's done and the summer's coming to an end, people are going back to school or whatever, man. A lot of people just give up until Mania season, right? That's it. I saw all I need to see. Give them a reason tonight to say, no, the best is yet to come. That's what Hunter said post SummerSlam in that little media scrum, YouTuber scrum. So do it tonight, man. I'm not using sci-fi as an excuse. There's too much that happened Saturday night, and a lot of it had to do with Monday Night Raw. Let's rock it, catapult it tonight. I want to go back to that super chat, by the way, over to Joker716. $2 super chat. Be motherfucking C. Oh, I got to do this the right way. Let's get amplified. Joker716. Salute, bro. Appreciate you, man. Joker716, are you up in the chat? Where's Joker at? Joker, you're a member, right? Is Joker a member? Joker716. Maybe Joker716 isn't channel member yet. Joker716. Well, Joker716. Salute, bro. I appreciate you. Appreciate the coffee for sure. Also, there was a mini banger bomb. I gotta go see who that was. Who that was? That MD20? MD20, $35. That's a little bit more than a mini banger bomb. That's headed to banger bomb status. MD20 getting a couple boxes of coffee over to the channel. Chucking boxes over to the channel. MD20 Raw actually feels must watch for a lot of stuff on it. Also, I wanted to salute you, BC, for basically helping me through these vids on how to improve my wrestling on the indies. Salute, BC. Oh, I appreciate that, MD20. MD20 is up on the indies wrestling. MD20, you've been with the channel for a while, I believe. So you've probably heard this before, but for those that don't know, I've got many friends and people that I'm close with, even acquaintances, but a lot of close friends on the independents. And I am constantly helping them out. And it'll never get old, and I will never get tired of it. You know, when I get to see some of their matches or hear some of their promos or see the mannerisms, expressions, to be able to tweak that, to pull the amplification out of it, and to draw an audience and a crowd and an emotion, there's nothing better than that. So, MD20, that's really cool to hear, man. I'm glad that I'm helping you in your career. I'm hoping you nail it. Just remember, simplify it, man. Don't worry, MD20, about doing the 630, 950 plancha splash, moonsault, Canadian Destroyer pile driver from the top of the cage. Don't worry about that. Worry about your character. How are you going to garner that interest from the crowd? It's in your mic work. It's in you. It's how you captivate your audience through your words, your mannerisms, your presence. Before you even do a wrestling move, MD20. You could do a clothesline, a drop kick, a body slam, and get a bigger response than somebody that risks their lives 86 times a match. Trust me. Trust me. I've seen it time and time again with my own people. So, MD2O, crush it, man. And I hope to see you in the big leagues one day, whether WW, or TNA, and AEW, whichever it is. I hope to see you rocking out in the big leagues, man. Pay the dues first. Always remember, simplify it. Character goes before anything else. It's pro wrestling. If they don't care about you, it doesn't matter what you do in the ring. MD2O, man, 35, couple boxes to the channel. Now, if that's not a huge swig, I don't know what is. Salute, MD2O. And it's fitting that right after you, MD2O, Ash Stegmeister Stegels came in with a $10 super chat. Stegmeister is the banger bomb master of the PLEs, the champion of banger bombs at the PLEs. $10 from Stegmeister says a gold star, what? Then a gold coffee, what? Then a gold championship, what? Also, Sponsor Slam was a good show, although I do agree with the JR9. And Amy vs. Bron should have got a bad. Amy vs. Bron. Oh, Sammy maybe? Stegmeister. I remember the last time that what was a Saturday night, you said that you should have been sleeping because you had work early, but you were checking in on the chat and on the live stream. Did you get enough sleep? Because you said Amy and Bron. Bron didn't take on Amy. Bron took on Sammy. I got you, brother. So hold on. You said JR. I agree with JR9. Sammy and Bron should have gotten a bad. So JR9 feels it should have got. So why did I give it a good? Did I take it to you guys with that match? JR9, is that one of the matches I let you guys decide, or did I just put that into the good? No, Stegmeister, I know, I'm playing with you, man. I knew you meant Sammy. At first, I was all into the what, so I really read it as Amy. I was like, what do you call it? You guys ever see Ron Burgundy, Anchorman? You just put anything on the teleprompter, and he just reads it. And go fuck yourself, San Diego. Everyone's like, what did he just say? The boss is like, Ron! What? Did I say something? What did I say? What did I say? I thought it went pretty well, no? Yeah, I think it went pretty damn spectacular. That was good. Have a good day, everybody. Ron! I've got to fire you! Anyway, movie was Anchorman. Yes, it was a poll. Okay, it was a poll. So yeah, I took it to the unit. So maybe I would have put it in the bad, Stegmeister. Maybe I would have put it in the bad. I took it to you guys, and I think I forgot what the tally was, but yeah, more of you guys felt, you know what? It's Braun Breaker's time. You felt Sammy's reign was kind of dried up. But I don't agree with the, it was just outside of a squash, man. Just under 6 minutes. Come on, you can't do that. There's no way you can do that. Stegmeister. Yeah, we got the gold coffee. If you've been a channel member for 2 years, which some of you guys are just a couple months away from that, you're going to be sporting a golden coffee, man. I don't know if there's a higher prestigious title in the wrestling world. Not the WWE world title, not the AEW world title, not the local bingo hall. To get a golden coffee? The Golden Star is more significant than the IC title these days. So if you've been a channel member for 1 year and you got the Golden Star, you're basically the equivalent to an IC champion. Stegmeister. Appreciate it, brother. I also want to give a shout out to Ron C23. $2 coffee. BC, it's Charlotte's time. Woo! You know, somebody just brought up, I think it was in the comments of one of my last uploads. One of you guys, one of my subscribers just brought up an interesting thing. Because we've been saying, like, what if this is all just to give it back to Charlotte Flair, right? Like Nia Jax, this dastardly heel, and she's got her sidekick Tiffany, and it's all for Charlotte to come back and Charlotte to dethrone Nia. Guys, think about it too. they could be setting up for a queen versus queen match, right? For some reason, at SummerSlam, Nia came down with her crown. Ever since, every interview, she's Queen Nia again. This was not the case right after Queen of the Ring. King and Queen of the Ring. Now, all of a sudden, she's the queen again. They could be already planting the seeds for Queen Charlie versus Queen Nia. So, Ron C23, you're going to be pretty happy about that, I'm sure. Yes, Dante Jaron 23. Thank you. It was Dante Jaron 23, a 1 year plus channel member, by the way. Dante Jaron 23. It was a very good call, dude. Another seed planted for sure. D Brown, 10-month membership, by the way. Dom better have that hotel key. Gold card member, 10 months, 2 months away from that gold star, man. D Brown. Appreciate you, and you are so right. Finn Balor took that hotel room key 2 months ago. Somehow, Dominic found his way to another hotel room key. And something tells me, D Brown, he has a permanent hotel room key now. Something tells me he's sharing a hotel room key with Liv Morgan. You know when you go to the front desk and they ask you how many keys? Liv is now saying 2. And Dom's right there by his side. 10-month membership, D Brown. Dave Mealy, 19 months, bro. Couple months away, man. What do we got? 5? What is it? Almost at 20 months already, so just over 4 months, maybe. We got the gold coffee coming up for Dave Mealy. I spent all day yesterday watching SummerSlam while listening to your commentary. SummerSlam was epic and nearly perfect. Yeah, Dave, if they just made some of those like turns more emphatic, more amplified, right? If they made the turns more amplified, if some of those finishes were more amplified, we could be talking about a damn near flawless PLE. Dave, 19 months and rockin'. Man, you guys are on fire, man. Let me go back to some more super chats, please, and then I'll go over to... So Ron C23, you might nail that for sure, man. It might be Charlie Flair next. Courtney Ward, $2 super chat. Courtney says, Wyatt 6 need to be handled very delicate. It's the best way to put it, Courtney. I don't mean to talk about the Wyatt 6 as if they're like a fine piece of china that needs to have a fragile sign on it. You know, or just say the leg from the Christmas Story movie. Fragile. Handle it with delicacy. You know what I mean? I understand that it's not like a gourmet birthday cake that just came out of the bakery and you want to make sure that it doesn't slide or flip over, or you want to make sure that it gets to the party. But the Wyatt 6 need to be handled delicately, man. Tonight, everything is on the line. You get one shot at a first impression. If people don't believe in you, don't care for it, that's it. Good luck. Once you've seen the magic trick and you don't like it, you don't need to see that trick again. Courtney Ward, absolutely. JR9 Gaming, $2. Super chat, got entire card. Not good on paper. Wyatt's closing. That entire card is not... Oh, yeah, the Monday Night Raw one, JR9? No, it's all filler. Like, we're literally just taking what should be the best and biggest storylines, and we're hoping that they have something epic for each. Because what they're giving us for actual matchups, no. Wyatt's closing. Oh, is that the main event? The Wyatt 6? JR9, is that the closing, finishing matchup, the main event? Just confirm that if you don't mind. Because if that's the case, I think that's the wrong way to go. The Judgment Day implosion is too big. You don't just start with the Judgment Day. You keep going back to them throughout the show, and then you end the show with the Judgment Day. It's too big, man. Rhea, Liv, and Dominic is their own little implosion world. Over here, you got Damien and Finn. Which way does Carlito roll? Which day does JD McDonald's roll? He's currently a tag title with Balor, so he's got to go with him, right? There's so much story, and you can separate them and take up so much time. Make some cinema tonight. The Wyatt's closing. I don't know. Priest is going to end hour number 1. Now, well, Priest should be more than just ending hour one. Priest needs to be all over this show. Judgment Day needs to be all over this show. Priest will have a match in hour 3. Now, where are you getting the breakdowns? How do we know all the breakdowns, by the way? Is WWE giving every quarterly breakdown? How are we getting the pre-breakdown? Interesting. Well, I'll be doing some insight in that for sure, man. I don't know. This is such a delicate chat. You know, Courtney, I'm going to go back to Courtney's super chat. And by the way, thank you for smashing. I totally forgot to even say smash the ups, especially for the replay unit. For those that are not live, you're going to catch this over the next 24, 48 hours. Don't forget, you guys too, even though you're part of the future unit, you're not watching this live. Maybe you're not a channel member. I get it, but you still got to smash that up. You got to show that support for the channel because, you know, the tube doesn't always do that. This platform doesn't always do that. Courtney, I'm going to go back to your super chat. When you say the Wyatt 6 needs to be handled delicately, all of Monday Night Raw tonight needs to be handled delicately. And JR9, I appreciate you, man. Oh, JR9, there's a rundown that's always accurate online, so somebody is spilling that from behind the scenes. All right. Interesting. Dave Mille, $5 coffee. $5 Booker T. Waller and Theory are on Raw because they got a visitor's pass. LOL. Oh, yeah, Dave. If you don't remember what Dave's talking about, it was right after one of these old brand split guru shows. Paul Heyman came out like the very next show and he had a visitor's pass on his phone. Now, we love Paul Heyman, right? You can never get enough of Paul Heyman. But come on, bro. You're part of the brand split. You were literally drafted with Roman. All of a sudden, you got a visitor's pass. Right from the jump, we were told not to put any stock into the brand split. From day one, they told you not to look at it as something that's real, legit, or put any stock into it. That's sad. Dave Melee. Too funny, bro. And Dave, 19 months, by the way. Yeah. Go Jackets, 17-month membership. Gold Star. Amplified Star is what we gonna call these. Amplified Stars. Watched SummerSlam with commentary on mute. Listening to you instead. You are way more entertaining than Cole. Thank you, sir. Go Jackets! I appreciate the words, man. I appreciate the compliment. And for that, I gotta give you a double salute. A double swig. That's awesome, man. BC Michael Cole. Sorry, Michael Cole. BC. Hey, we had a lot of fun, Go Jackets, live on Saturday. So, and I want to thank the replay unit as well. The replay unit showed up big time. And we lit in real-time views. We're about to go over, or we just went over 20,000 on real-time. So it'll take a second for the tube to catch up. But real-time views were over 20,000 head-to-head against SummerSlam and then my replay unit. So, I mean, that was not bad for a little ECW channel, which the tube is pissed off at. So that's you guys, man. I appreciate that big time. You guys decided to hang with BC. A lot of you while WWE was live, so we were going head-to-head. You know, a lot of reviewers or whatnot, they'll go live after the show. They're going to play it safe, right? Make sure they have all their strategy and due diligence and their notes, and they're going to, you know, try to give you a nice polished review. BC says 4, 5, 6 hours. I don't care. Let's rock out, man. I'm going to give you my straight up full amplification, no BS, as is presentation. And that went nearly 5 hours. Anyway, Go Jackets, man. Appreciate you. 17 months amplified star status. Hey, Sherrod Jones, $2 first ever super chat. Just saying hi. Dude, what's up? Give you a little R-Truth. What's up? Sherrod Jones, salute. I love seeing those ones, man. Not just the Roman Reigns Bloodline ones, but I like seeing those ones in the super chat. Tells you your first ever super chat. It's pretty cool, man. I appreciate that, Sherrod Jones. We got a banger bomb, man. Something's blinking on the top of my screen. Hold on, I got a banger bomb. Angel Omega, a $50 banger bomb. Come on, bro. Amplified before Monday Night Raw. This stream might be more amplified than Monday Night Raw tonight. I'm hoping that's not the case, man. This is too big of a Raw tonight. Angel throwing boxes, dude. That's 2 of those 20 tours. 3 Folgers, maybe 2 Folgers. They went up in price. That's a bunch of boxes. BC's gonna be ready for the Bash in Berlin, bro. We're gonna have to go live. Bash at the Berlin. Bash in Berlin. Angel, let me give you a proper salute, man. You guys are amplifying me. This was only supposed to be a half an hour. Angel, if you're still up in the chat, dude, this is for you. A mega swap. Oh, yeah, that hits the spot. Another one for Angel. Whew. Still hot, too. This is my 14th coffee today. It's not even 4, 5 o'clock, whatever it is. Don't drink that many coffees in a day, guys. But if you guys are going to be, Angel's still up in the chat. And by the way, damn those stars. Those amplified stars look amazing, man. Angel, salute, dude. You got me more amped up for Monday Night Raw, dude, and to deliver my review tomorrow. I appreciate not just the coffee, Angel. I appreciate the boxes you just chucked at the channel, just like MD20. Damn, now I gotta make sure I'm getting everybody, dude. You guys are on fire, dude. I think we're all feeling the same thing, man. This is a big show tonight. We're just hoping that it pulls through. I think we're all running off the fumes of SummerSlam. We know tonight could be and should be a really good show. I just hope Hunter Hearst Helmsley understands this, man. He's gotta, right? He changed the landscape on Saturday. You don't phone it in today just because you're on Sci-Fi. You didn't last week. You shouldn't tonight with all these stories that are sitting in your lap. Angel. And Angel says, too, by the way. I didn't even read the freaking... I'm all amped up on the original $50 itself. Angel Omega says, here's another bomb. Not even a PLE. Yeah, JR9, a boost indeed, man. I just hope tonight carries that momentum. 150 on those, I appreciate it. Now we're talking. Now we're about to go. Now we're headed toward 200. I want to give the replay unit a nice spot on those ups, on those likes, guys. I want to get that as close to 200 as we can so we can hand them off a pretty good foundation. I only gave you guys 40 minutes of notice before this live stream, and it's members only in the chat, but you guys are still doing damage, man. Isaiah Coleman with a $5 super chat. Dom gotta open the show. No doubt. It's gotta be Judgment Day. Let's go, Dom, Liv, Rhea. I'm in. JR9 Gaming is saying he's tipped off that Damien will end hour 1 and have a match in hour 3, and there should be a lot of backstage segments. So if JR9 is accurate, then Liv, Dominic, Rhea starts the show. No question. Isaiah Coleman, no question. Reese Monet, 9-month membership, 3 months away, and Reese is going to be rocking amplified star status. Because Reese, you got to have a star after your name. You've been with this unit even way before channel memberships. 3 months. What's up, BC? SummerSlam was great. Hope Raw is just as great. Reese, let me give you a salute first before I respond. Reese, everything rides on this Raw. I'm not being over dramatic on it, overemphasizing it, over exaggerating on it. Everything rides on this. The landscape changed Saturday. We all know this. We all know this, right? Saturday, so many things happened. Hunter Hearst Helmsley woke up and said, I'm gonna change it. I'm just flipping everything upside down. I don't know what was in Hunter Hearst Helmsley's coffee, But he woke up on SummerSlam Saturday and he said, I'm flipping everything upside down. I'm taking the biggest swing ever. If I swing and miss, that's going to suck. If I connect, I'm hitting a grand slam. I'm winning the game. He hit the grand slam. He won the game Saturday. He hit it out of the park. You're not going to find the ball. That's how far he hit it. Now, see, once you win the game, once you got the pennant, you got the World Series championship, now everyone's looking at you to follow through. What's next? What are you going to do to outperform yourself? This is the real first show of this new era, this new landscape that was transformed on Saturday. Now we hit it into high gear. We catapulted. Or are you telling me this is going to feel like the same Raw, but a different landscape? Are you telling me we're going to phone it in with a bunch of nonsensical trash that nobody's going to remember? Nobody's going to need to go back and watch this. People are going to listen to the reviews like BC's tomorrow and go, damn, I don't have to even watch the highlights. I hope not. Everything rides on tonight, Reese. SummerSlam was so good because it was so many memorable moments. And even BC was caught off guard to see 4 championships change hands. 2 big turns. One group just imploded. And then to see the epic return of Roman. Even Jelly Roll was rocking out with a 5-knuck shove. There was so much, man. And now I think that's what it is. Subconsciously, I think I'm just like, oh, could this be? Could this be the moment we've been waiting for where we're just WWE Pro Wrestling is just going to be really fun again? Not like good for a couple weeks and then like, oh, a year of horrible. A month of good. 7 months of horrible. Is this where everybody is finally going to start clicking? Hunter Hearst Helmsley at the top. Everybody just starts clicking. And things are falling into place, and we're all just fucking energized, man. Saturday night was the start. It all depends on tonight. I don't want to sound like a broken record. I'm just amplified. I just hope that everybody else in that company, in those walls tonight, I hope everybody is as amplified as BC and all of you guys. Because if everybody walks around with that urgency and amplification that this all rides on tonight's show, everybody will bring their A game. And I'm talking about those with the pen, the magic pen with Hunter Hearst Helmsley, no more, higher than any other. Prime Killer, $2 super chat. Prime Killer, no news on Jacob Fatu other than he screwed up his leg. Hunter Hearst Helmsley just said he seems to be all right, but it's bothering him. So I'm guessing he went for testing. We don't have the results to those tests. My right-hand man in the unit, JR9 Gaming, who's in the chat, I'll refer you to him if he's heard anything. But I haven't heard new news. I'm guessing he went to get testing, but he got screwed up on that table spot, heaping himself off of the top turnbuckle through that commentary table, through Cody and the commentary table. I thought he was just selling it because Jacob Fatu is amazing at selling. No, he screwed up his leg bad. Angel Olega, dude. Angel Olega just came in, chucked boxes of coffee at the channel, and then he's like, I got to go take care of something though. Deuces. Angel, bro. Come on, man. That type of support is absolutely next level, man. I want you to know that, so I'm going to give you another massive swig on the way out. Salute, Angel. Go whoop that ass, bro. Hopefully Raw is good tonight. BC will be back. I don't know about live, but I'll have the full review tomorrow. Angel, salute. Thanks for the support, Angel. Prime Killer. Yeah, that's all I got on Jacob Fatu. JR9, have you heard any? Haven't heard much. Just saw him in a walking boot. That's not good. So JR9 caught him in a walking boot. That's not good at all. So he's out of action for a little bit. Yep, that's not good, man. He was getting praised by everybody. Everybody was talking about Jacob Fatu, and all of a sudden, thanks for playing. Let me see. Where did I leave off? Jimmy Fingers, 19. $5, 19 cent. Super chat. Jimmy Fingers, 19. Trivia question for the unit. How many L's are there in the spelling of Solo Sikoa? Well, Jimmy Fingers, 19. I think it was one of your super thanks super chats that spelled out a lot of L's in Solo Sikoa. Like 41 of them. Jimmy Fingers 19. I think I got that trivia question correct. 41 losses in a row. So if you guys don't know, Jimmy Fingers 19. L's. 41 in a row solo. And then he got the main event, the main event at SummerSlam. I mean, wow. You talk about some weird booking, man. We're going to make you lose 41 matches, and then we're going to give you the leadership of Roman's faction. No pressure. And then you're going to have the main event of the second biggest pay-per-view of the year. If you booked Solo correctly in the months and months after he annihilated Cena, you could have had him and Cody's little whatever they had. You could have had it much more feel special. It could have felt so much more special. Maybe people would have looked at him as more of a viable, legit leader of the faction, right? And not just a total bootleg. Too funny. Yeah, JR9 with that record, Roman should beat him in like 90 seconds. Well, JR9, I'm still like, the conundrum I had, I think it was live, JR9, you said, I think this was live on Saturday night, right? And we just watched Breaker nearly squash Sammy. It was over 5 minutes, so not legit a squash, but it was just outside of squash. And JR9, I believe it was, JR9's like, wait a second, Sammy just beat Gunther, the unstoppable Gunther, and his longest IC title reign of all time, beating the Honky Tonk Man and his record. And Sammy conquered the Mammoth Monster. And he couldn't get past Bron Breakker in 6 minutes, less than 6 minutes. And just that simplistic spear. I understand it was a badass spear, but that was it. I mean, that's where Hunter has to think about how he booked and how he's booking. Because how you did book is going to affect or should affect how you're booking. Because if you don't think about how you booked individuals and you're just booking for the next step, fans, people in the company are going to go, wait, this doesn't make sense. JR9, you made it hard to overlook for me, man. I understood what they were doing with Braun, but once you put it that way, I'm like, yeah, dude, you can't do that then. You know, Hunter, it's off the table. You want Braun to look strong, or you're the one who positioned him in a spot where he's looking up at the lights at Money in the Bank to Sammy. So now you have to overcompensate to make Braun look like a beast. But by doing such, you diminish the victory that Sammy had over Gunther by the victory that Braun had over Sammy at SummerSlam. I hope you're keeping track. Jimmy Fingers, 19, 18 months strong, and that's an amplified star with Jimmy Fingers, 19. Jimmy Fingers 19 says, without Jacob Fatu, this new bloodline strikes less fear to that roster than Otis and Tozawa. Roman should just take him down Friday and be done with it. You are so right. Jacob Fatu brought relevancy to that group. Their own wrestlers were calling them just the bootleg, the dollar store version of the bloodline. And then Jacob Fatu comes, and I'm not even kidding. Within 24 hours, the whole industry was talking about what a beast Jacob Fatu is. Now, I feel bad for Tama Tonga Tongaloa, and I don't know what they do with Zila Fatu when he gets there and Hikaleu, because it's going to be hard to overshadow the presence that Jacob Fatu has just placed for himself. But if Jacob Fatu is out for a long time, well, there you go. And you know what? I still don't know why Fatu was in there with, who was it, Tonga? I don't know why, if they're going to win tag titles, was it not the Gorillas of Destiny? They're the tag team. Jacob Fatu doesn't need a tag title. And he's already being talked about as the dude in the group. Jimmy Fingers 19. So true, man. Renee G's up in here? What? I said Renee G. What? It's Renee G. What? $10 super chat. No words needed. Just stopping by, chucking coffees at BC in the channel. Well, I'm going to chuck back a big thank you, and I appreciate you, Renee G. It's coming. Ready? Roll it up. Appreciate ya. Renee G. Always love seeing your name pop up in here. And that gold amplified star looks so damn good after your name. Renee G. Hopefully I'm getting... You guys are on fire, dude. I was honestly thinking this would be maybe a half an hour, 45 minutes maybe. You guys are amped up, as am I. That's probably why I believe this is my 14th coffee today. It's not even, we're just getting into the evening hours. Go figure. Alicia Vukovic, $2 super chat. Hope we see something good with Damien and Rhea. We have to. This has to be huge, man. I don't care what was planned. Right, I don't want to hear BC give Hunter like a little bit of a breathing room here. You know, Saturday he put all his chips on the table. It was really good. Let's have a mulligan week. No, I'm giving Hunter all the credit in the world. That was really good Saturday. So keep the momentum. Too many times over the last 10 to 15 years, whether VKM or HHH, we have a stop-go mentality. That was good. Oh, it's back to WWE. Hey, we got 3 good storylines at once. Oh, everything seems to be dragging. No, tonight, capitalize, man. Everyone's amplified. Look at my unit. I can sense it. BC definitely is amped. Tonight should be good. I actually want to see a Damien segment tonight. I want to see. Did you see the way? I love when things are done brilliantly. Did you see when Gunther was passing out Damien at SummerSlam? Go back, watch it. I watched it 3 times because it's pro wrestling at its best. Gunther is passing out Damien. Damien willed his way somehow to get out of that move. It wasn't to beat Gunther. He knew he was done. Right? He knows what we all know. Gunther at the finish of a match goes to an Ultimate Warrior Hulkamania status, right? Gunther at the finish of a match gets amplified and nobody can beat him. Damien knew that. Damien was on his E. You know, when a car is on E, you're going to get that last big spunk. When a light bulb is about to blow out, you get the biggest shine right in the last 5 minutes, right? Damien knew he wanted to kick out. He knew he didn't have a chance at Gunther at that point. He was done. He had to get to Finn Balor. He was that furious. He was that much rage was fueling inside. And he was able somehow to escape Gunther. And what did he do? He went right for Finn Balor, grabbed him by the throat, and it wasn't until then Gunther had to take him, put him back in that lock. And about 51 seconds later, the referee had no choice but to call the bell because dude was barely breathing. Damian Priest passes out. But Damien used everything left that he had. He knew he wasn't beating Gunther. That was done. His title was done, bro. He knew that. It was a matter of time. But if he could just escape for 1 second to get to Finn Balor, and he did, that gives you goosebumps if you know this business and you can appreciate that level of storytelling and expressions and mannerisms. Man, what you could do with that tonight. Damien should be so damn furious that it's a 3-hour lookout for Balor. You could make that straight cinema. What got me on that, by the way? Was that a super chat? What? I just got really amplified and excited for that, man. Damien Priest. Oh, it was Alicia. It was a super chat by Alicia. Hope we see something good with Damien and Rhea. Yeah, and as far as Rhea, same thing, but for the ladies, right? And how she should be viewing Liv. And even better, an interesting dynamic. What Rhea's gonna do to Dominic. Remember what I wanted to see a few weeks ago? Rhea coming back and be furious? But instead, by the end of the show, they were just kind of giggling and they were just hanging out in the clubhouse. Well, now we all get to see that fury. Let's take it to a level we didn't even know was in Rhea. I thought it was really funny. Her real-life husband, Buddy Murphy, whatever you want to call the dude. What's he now? He's a Matthews, right? No, he's a Murphy. No, he's a Matthews. He says, he left out a post, social post. He says, hey, TK, can I go help mommy real quick? That would have been hilarious if Tony Khan was just like, all right, but I got... There's got to be some type of compensation, right? I have to have a certain approval. Let me work on this, right? TK has a little funny response. That would have been awesome. But the fact that Buddy sent out that post, TK, can I go help mommy real quick? But yeah, Alicia, no doubt, man. Yeah, JR9, me too. I didn't realize that because, again, I was live with you guys. Sometimes I miss some of this because I'm giving shout outs super chat wise. I'm making sure the stream is running good. I got 5 different screens in front of me, a whole lot of wires. A lot of wires. There's sometimes I miss things. That was one of them. I had to catch the replay and I saw Damien was looking up at the giant Tron in the stadium. And that's how he saw Balor put the leg of Gunther on the ropes. So, yeah, the use of that was really good. Something I don't like is Hunter Hearst Helmsley's use of the referee ear camera. It looks foolish. It looks goofy. It does nothing. It's a sideways view of something. Okay, just put the little security cam that the security and cops use, right? Just put it on a fucking thing over here, right? You'll have a much better... I mean, the security camera that took the photo of TK and Shane McMahon at the airport, because we believe that is a security cam, right? It was down here. That was better than that damn earpiece camera. That's stupid. Get rid of it. In fact, the reason you didn't see it used during the Punk Drew match, because Seth had it, is the battery pack, I guess. There was a malfunction, or it fell. So it rendered the camera useless. So Hunter got word to Seth to just chuck the idea. Seth should have never had it. But yeah, the creative of looking up at that giant Tron, that was really well done. JR9, that was, yeah, I forgot to mention that. I caught that. That's one of the things I caught on the replay. Let me make sure, man. I gotta make sure I get all my super chats. You guys are fucking epic, man. Dave with another $5 Booker T coffee. It's funny how to expect to pop on here for 45 minutes, but yet here we are a little more than 2 hours later. Dave, I know, bro, as the host of the stream, as the host of the channel, if you guys only knew, I came on here with 40 minutes of notice. I have 2 Post-it notes of things to go over. One of them is dedicated, not even my notepad, not a laptop in front of me. I got my Post-it notes, man. Throughout the day while I was out in the world, I was just jotting things that I have to break. I got one for Raw, and I got some news that I didn't even get to yet. So that's another 10 minutes that we have to go on this stream, guys. So it looks like we're going more toward an hour and a half, because I have another whole little postie of news that I want to give you guys. Anyway, Dave, I know. I guess that's what makes the channel special, man. I tell you guys, we're chilling for a half and ends up being over 2 hours. Let me make sure I get all my supers, man. I want to give a shout out. I think I got everybody, but let me just give a re-shout out, if I may. Colin, Joker716, MD20 with the banger bomb, basically, 35. Stegmeister, Ron C23, Courtney Ward, JR9 Gaming, Dave Mealy, Angel Olega with the legit $50 banger bomb super chat, Sherrod Jones, Isaiah Coleman, Jimmy Fingers 19, Renee G, Prime Killer, Alicia Vukovic, and again, Dave Mealy. Wow, you guys are about as amped up as BC right now, dude. And again, channel members, dude, those amplified stars are looking good. If you're just joining in, or the future unit, if you join the channel, you get your gold star. If you're a channel member for a full year, you then earn your amplified star. That just helps BC know that you guys have been with me for a certain amount of time. So if I really have to depend on a group in my chat, it's going to be obviously my amplified star. But if you go 2 years, you earn the golden coffee. Nobody's earned it yet because we haven't gone 2 years yet. I think we've only gone 19 months of membership. But in a few months, somebody gonna earn their golden coffee, man. A few people, actually. JR9, I know. He was one of, if not the first. Jack Brewer, I believe, was another. Carlos Ray can't be too far behind. Maybe in the same exact group, but we're going to see some golden coffee up here, bro. You talk the head of the boardroom table? The head of my board of directors? Come on, bro. 200 on the ups. I love it. So, guys, much love and respect, every single one of you, man. I appreciate it. I love these members-only live streams, because I really get to look at every single person in this chat and give you an extra, very sincere thank you. That goes to Eric Leno, JR9 Gaming, Brian Robinson, Jimmy Fingers 19, James Shrimp Fajitas, Stegmeister. We got Alicia Vukovic, Dave Miele, DT, James Shrimp Fajitas. Keep rocking, bro. James Shrimp Fajitas for sure. I got Eric Leno, Rob Riverne, man. About to earn that amplified star in a few months. Angel Olega, obviously. Sam Byers, man. Sam Byers is funny. Sam Byers will just chuck coffees after another, right? $5 here, $10 here, another $5 here, 20 here. Before you know it, it's like a snowball fight. You're trying to dodge coffees at the channel. So appreciate you guys big time, man. This is for you. This is my chance to say thank you to you guys. Before we check out of this live stream, I want to just give you guys a little bit extra news that was popping up throughout the day. Roman Reigns has been added to SmackDown this week, so he is going to be on SmackDown this Friday. On top of that, AJ Styles is expected to return this Friday. No word on Jimmy Uso yet. So no backstage word, obviously not announced for anything, but Roman Reigns, AJ Styles coming back this Friday. John Cena, it is confirmed, right? Everybody was kind of like, all right, when John Cena said he was coming back for Rumble, last Elimination Chamber, last Mania, and then he mentioned about sticking around for a while, but everyone was kind of like, well, is he done at Mania? Does he want to stay for a few extra months? It's confirmed now from John Cena himself, Helmsley, and insider sources, reputable, I might add, that he is going through 2025. So when we talk about could John Cena be the one to dethrone Gunther, take the title at Mania, it's not a situation where he has to vacate it the next day. He could legit have one more run. And for everybody that is against John Cena winning the title because you think an up-and-comer, a new person should win it, the next generation, BC, it shouldn't be old-timer Cena, then that person can beat John Cena if you feel that way and Hunter feels that way. But I am absolutely not going to bitch, moan, and complain the day after WrestleMania if John Cena wins that title and wants to have a few months of a title reign, maybe go to SummerSlam and end his reign. I have no problem with John Cena breaking Ric Flair's record before his daughter, Charlotte. Charlotte shouldn't be doing it. It's two different lineages of title. You cannot put that same title, that women's championship, in the realm of Ric Flair's. That's no shade. You just can't do it. It's different lineages. It's got to be John Cena, if anybody. And why not him over Gunther? That's a damn good story you could have. It's damn sure WrestleMania worthy. And John Cena damn sure should have that one last run if he chooses to. And he's not vacating it. Take it to at least SummerSlam. And then you can have this new up-and-coming star dethrone John Cena. It would probably be more reputable than dethroning, I can speak, than dethroning Gunther. But if that's really what's upsetting the pro wrestling world, no, John, I'm not even a big John Cena. I'm not even a John Cena supporter. I like the dude a lot more than I once did. I will say that, right? I understand his worth and value a lot more. There was a lot of times in his career where he should have turned heel. I don't care whose fault it was. VKM saying no, or he didn't feel it was the right time. But there was at least 5 times he should have because he clogged the highway of faces. There was a lot of faces that could not break through because Cena was clogging the highway. But here we are, such is. And I know the passion he does have still for this industry. And I know what he's put into it. And I know what he's earned. So as somebody who's not even a big Cena supporter, if I can tell you, if that's what is you're complaining about, John Cena might beat Gunther at Mania. Be happy Gunther's taking the title of Mania. That's a long time. And be happy it's not freaking Luigi Lugnuts from the local bingo hall. I have no problem with John Cena taking the record on the grandest stage of them all. And for one last run for just a few months, the last of John Cena. Loses the title, waves to everybody, thank you for decades. Deuces, rides off into the sunset. If that's really what we're complaining about, John Cena might be the title holder. He shouldn't be the one to dethrone Gunther. Well, guess what? It is what it is, man. John Cena is absolutely the right choice. I don't need to see Trick Williams beat Gunther at WrestleMania. I don't. He'll get his time. He'll have his epic matches, hopefully. Maybe. I don't need to see Wesley show up to Mania and beat Gunther. I don't need to see Ethan Page, who I'm very high on, show up to the main roster and beat Gunther. I don't need to see Ricochet come back to beat Gunther. I don't need to see Tozawa get a mega push to beat Gunther. I don't need to all of a sudden see Dragunov finally get booked to be a beast and beat Gunther at WrestleMania when the dude couldn't even beat Ricochet in his second match, couldn't beat Jey Uso, couldn't beat Braun Breaker in 3 attempts. But now all of a sudden we get Super Dragunov. I am more than okay with Jonathan Cena taking that title. And the whole point to all this, while I was fucking screaming about John Cena win the championship and people all of a sudden are absolutely losing their shit, why is this even a conversation? He should not be winning the title. Because this is a farewell tour and they're awesome. Sting's was really awesome. John Cena's is going to be really good, I'm guessing. And he's one title win away from breaking Flair's record. That's freaking magic. We'll never see that again. Randy Orton still has to win several before he even gets there. And if not, then what? Then his daughter, Charlie Flair, gets the record. In less than 10 years on the main roster, she'll probably be the one to break it. No, that if it doesn't seem right, it's not right. She wins the title and she loses it like 2 to 3 months later every single time. Bare minimum. Yow. BC's on a roll, man. Anyway, my point is, John Cena, it's confirmed that he's not leaving after Mania. He's going to stick around even longer. SummerSlam, you got to believe, maybe even Survivor Series. But the point is, he could win this thing. And then you could actually get a John Cena title reign to end his career in WWE, his career in pro wrestling, period. Hold on, let me see where you guys are at on this. No, let me see where you guys are. Yes, Reese, Roman Reigns, Friday, he has been confirmed. He is now already on promotional ads, too, from WWE. So Roman Reigns returning this Friday. Mr. Big 200, I can't wait to see that gold coffee either. I haven't seen it, obviously, in the chat used. I'm hoping it comes off good, you know? I'm hoping it comes off good. I love my This Is Awesome Dante Jaron 23 with that This Is Awesome emoji. I got the Das Boot. Those are looking good. The stars look so phenomenal. 1 year channel membership. But that 2 year is going to look great, man. JR9, I like that. Fix Dragunov's booking. Have him go after Cena, not Gunther. Yeah, at this point, they ruined Gunther and Dragunov for me. What we once got in NXT and what we once saw in elsewhere, I should say. The main roster, I don't even want to see Dragunov and Walter now, or Gunther. Elite Combat Club. Welcome to the Gold Team. Elite Combat Club with the gold card. Love it. John Cena versus Gunther is got to be for gold. Absolutely. Elite Combat Club. I got to give you a proper salute. Welcome. Elite Combat Club. Were you already gold, man? I could have sworn you were already gold. Well, either way, welcome, dude. Elite Combat Club, I'm going Gunther, John Cena. I'm calling it. And again, you're talking about the fairest. It's the fairest take you're going to get because I'm not even a Cena supporter, technically. So for me to say that, it just seems right. It's the farewell tour. The record is on the line, man. The story is sitting in your lap. By WrestleMania, the story is simple. Nobody can beat Gunther. Nobody. John Cena, the hero, the last hope. Roman will be tied up in other things. Everybody's going to have a spot. WrestleMania's 2 separate nights. You're going to have at least 14 to 15 matches. Relax. Elite Combat Club. Welcome to the gold card. I'll tell you this, man. The gold cards still look damn good too, man. I just love seeing all this gold up in here. We got to do more members-only live streams, man. There's so much going on in the chat. You guys are more amplified. I love this. Stegmeister, another 10 spot. Stegmeister is keeping the live stream alive. Luigi versus Gunther, 5-star Uncle Dave match. Match of the century. Match of the night. This is awesome. Fight forever. Luigi deserves it. Luigi deserves it. Come on, Stegmeister. I nailed that, bro. I didn't even read that beforehand, man. I read that straight Ron Burgundy status. And I was in lockstep with those chants. Stegmeister, man. Always bringing a pulse to these streams. As if we need it, man. The coffee does enough, but... No, Robert Verne. Is there a custom Roman Reigns title? He doesn't even have a title, though, so what would the custom... What's it look like? I know the, you know what's selling a lot for the females? Tiffany Stratton's new briefcase? The one that I was an advocate for, by the way. I was screaming from the mountaintop. Tiffany needs a briefcase that looks like a purse, like a handbag. Like a Barbie handbag. And sure enough, she got it Friday. Guys, immediately when SmackDown went off the air, they were selling replica briefcases. Tiffany Stratton Barbie briefcases, handbags. And guys, the females are eating it up, or maybe the dudes too. It's 2024. I don't know. It's a wacky world we're in, but maybe it's also the dudes buying it. But I will say that those handbags are top. What was it? Top? It's definitely top 5. Could be top 3 in the sales right now. Definitely top 5. I'll have to go back and do my research on it, but it's definitely top 5 in the merch sales. Possibly top 3. But those briefcases just went on sale late Friday. Now, Rob Eric with those emojis in the chat. This is awesome. This is awesome. I'm already having way too much fun with these damn emojis. Oh no, what did I do? What did I do, unit? So what's the title, guys, though? Hold on, let me go see this. Hold on. Elite Combat Club, of course, man. You're going to support the channel like that, there are going to be many more shout-outs to come. Elite Combat. So John Cena versus CM Punk one last time. CM Punk can't do what he did in 2006 to 2011. It's just not him anymore. Yeah, Elite Combat Club. I definitely want to see Punk Cena one more time. I don't even care if it's a Raw. Let's just do it. I don't want to see them in a tag team. CM Punk teased a tag team. Now, he was just having fun. It's not like a real tease, but he was saying that's something that he'd be interested in. I just don't need to see John Cena and CM Punk in a tag team. Let's do it one more time in the ring. One-on-one. But what's going on with that title? Roman's custom title, 1316 units sold, like his reigning day, like his title reign. I didn't see it yet, Rob Reverne. But yeah, I could see how that's going to sell out pretty damn good. Sold out immediately. Yeah, Robert. Yeah, maybe, man. I think for my birthday, I'm just going to get a lot of coffee. That's what I'm going to get. Oh, you guys are already stocking me up on enough coffee to get us through the rest of the year. Whether Hunter Hearst Helmsley delivers tonight and going forward or not, you guys are stocking up on the coffee for BC. So that was that. I had a little bit more news first, guys. So Roman's coming back Friday. AJ Styles, we're hearing, could return Friday as well. John Cena is staying throughout 2025, so we don't have to worry about vacating any title or his WrestleMania being the last date. He's going to stay afterwards. Hunter has already confirmed that. John Cena has reconfirmed that, and we have inside sources that are saying the same. Also, guys, AEW will be going head-to-head with NXT Tuesday, October 8th. In just a couple of months, AEW is going to Tuesday for 1 week because of the probably more than 1 week, maybe. But the MLB playoffs, it's already confirmed that week for sure. They're going to Tuesday night. They're going to go head-to-head with NXT's Tuesday night show. AEW, that is their go-home show to, I believe, Wrestle Dream, which is that weekend. Wrestle Dream's go-home show. So that's what we're getting, guys. So that's going to be the next big head-to-head. Now, if you're wondering, BC, who really cares? It's not really a competition between the two. No, it is. I mean, WWE is going to stack that card up just like they did the last head-to-head. Right? WWE is absolutely going into that wanting the ratings victory. Tony Khan, we already know. He vivid eye always on the ratings. Tony Khan for sure wants to beat them. So if the runners of the show are looking at the ratings as something massive and they're going to stack their shows to follow in suit, then of course we should be talking about that. We're not just going to act like this is not a big deal to the companies when it clearly is because they're stacking their cards, and we're supposed to, the podcasters, go, it's not a big deal, guys. It's just two separate wrestling shows at the same time. It's no big deal. Let's not concentrate on the head-to-head when clearly WWE and AEW are going to be concentrating on the head-to-head, as they should be. They should be. These are the most even of companies. NXT is more even with AEW, not the main roster. And AEW thinks they're part of like the main roster competition, but AEW's numbers are more in line with NXT. So this is absolutely a war for that night and that week. October 8th. If it doesn't amuse you, if you don't want to see this war on that night, then go do something else. Play in traffic. Pick up a bad habit. I hear you. I can't wait for that Tuesday. I might go live on that Tuesday. I like to see who's doing what. What are you trying to do for that segment to garner more audience than your competition? Jared9, NXT 100% will be stacked then. Oh yeah, when Hunter hears this and Michaels hears it, they go to the boardroom table and they see what can we do. And they stack these shows. They want to make sure Tony Khan does not get out of the gates. This time, Tony knows it, though. He got whooped last time because of that. Actually, the rating wasn't that big of a difference, but he did get beat. So that's the next head-to-head. Hold on. There was another super chat, too, man. I said a half an hour. It is already going on an hour and a half. Look at that. You guys rock. I don't care if it takes 3 hours. Make sure that everybody gets the proper acknowledgement and shout-out, man, that supports this channel. Jimmy Fingers 19 with another $5 Booker T super chat and 19 cents. Jimmy Fingers 19 says, BC, what if Orton beats Cody for the title? How about Cena versus Orton at Mania for the title at 41, or even Cena versus Cody in the battle of corny baby faces? Jimmy Fingers 19, tell me you didn't just say that. That was great. Or Cena versus Cody in the battle of corny baby faces. That was great. That popped BC. Jimmy Fingers 19, I'm down for it if they want to go that route. Let me extend that real quick because I've already thought about this. It's too bad, or I asked you guys this once already recently. I probably asked you 3 times. For some reason, I am forgetting. I apologize. In the chat, for probably the 3rd time this week, how many championships does Randy Orton have? World titles. Because Cena's tied at 16. Where's Orton? I know Jared9's already got me. He knows what I was going to ask. Thank you. 14. Jared9 was already like, I already got BC. I got you, man, before I even asked the question. D-Wayne Piazza. What's up, dude? Yeah, I appreciate that, D-Wayne. James Shrimp Fajitas. MD. Stegmeister. I appreciate that. 14 titles. It would be so cool. It's too late right now. You can't have hot potato titles like they did with Charlie Flair just to patent her stats. You can't do that with Randy. He's too prestigious. But it's too bad he's not tied with them at 16. Because damn, Randy, John Cena, 16 Mania. You know that one person is going to capture the ultimate feat of becoming world champion the most times and shatter Ric Flair's record finally. It's too bad Orton isn't in there with the conversation, but he still has 2 more just to tie Ric Flair. That's going to be hard to do. Because at this point, I don't even see Orton. Is Orton the one? Chat, I'm going to ask you guys. Is Orton the one to dethrone Cody? Because you know that feud has to happen. I don't know if they do that like a Bad Blood, or are they going to make Randy part of Team Cody, Roman at War Games to go against the Bloodline? Wait for that feud to WrestleMania, maybe. Randy and Cody. Because if that's the case, you got to believe maybe Randy does get the title. But chat, is Randy Orton the one to get that title from Cody Rhodes? Or do you feel maybe Randy's time's a little bit over? Maybe because of his injuries, should he have a world title? Because he's got some pretty legitimate injuries. That's why he doesn't wrestle as much anymore. That's why they tried to put him in that tag team with Matt Riddle RK Bro or something stupid like that. And that's why they have him tag up a lot with like Kevin Owens. They're trying to protect his back. So can Randy Orton carry that title in a proper title reign? Listen, in a day and age where Logan Paul had 2 title reigns and Roman Reigns barely showed up as it was, you can't do that for Randy? What do you guys think, man? Elite Combat Club says, yeah, Randy. Stegmeister, I can see that happening. DT says, hot potato with Cody, maybe. Yeah, oh, so if he gets 2 quick ones. Yeah, so he would have to do that turn imminently. If you're going to hot potato twice, I call it the Charlotte Flair booking, because they would have people like Sasha Banks, Mercedes Moné win the title just to give it back to Charlie. Sasha Banks had 3 title reigns for 81 days. You know who kept getting it from her? Charlie. Because Vince knew he just wanted the pat and the stats. The only person that loves Charlie more than Vince is Hunter Hearst Helmsley. So, yeah, that's why I say I wouldn't put it past Hunter to have Charlie come back to take Nia's championship. Queen versus Queen match. Damante Ty Drew, hell yeah. St. Ivan, I'd love to see Randy get another title run. Hey, it's really good to see a lot more gold carders come in here. Gold card and 1 year gold carders plus. The amplified star and the amplified gold card, man. A lot of you guys weren't here at the start of the stream, but it's good to see your names pop up. So this is a good time to say for my future channel members that weren't able to catch us live, man, so much respect to you guys too. Sorry you weren't here live, but we're thinking about you guys as well, man. Much love, much appreciation for all the support you give the channel. Cody eliminated Punk in the Rumble last year. Punk wins it this year, then turns heel, dethroning Cody. So JR9 says, not Randy. Cody versus Punk Mania. Punk finally gets his WrestleMania main event. So JR9, we all know that Randy and Cody does have to happen. So when do you do it, JR9? My right-hand man on the channel, I'm putting you on the spot, man. And if you do it this year, like a Bad Blood situation, Atlanta, Georgia in October, then you don't have Randy as part of Team Cody, Team Roman to go against the Bloodline. Or would Cody be on that team? Maybe Roman has his own type of bloodline. And maybe that's where he gets Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso and maybe a Hikuleo or a Zilla Fatu join him. I guess you wouldn't even need Cody or Randy or KO to be a part of Team Roman. I'm future booking, I know, guys. That's what we do on this channel. We're very creative. We ask a lot of questions. That's a good thing. It means we actually care. JR9 says, oh, no, that was his last comment. So Cody eliminated. Yeah, so JR9 says, Bad Blood Woodwork. Okay, so you don't have... So JR9, I got to ask you again, or anybody, all my gold card up in this chat. This is all my channel members, so I can ask all of you. Who is Team Roman? Who do you have on Team Roman for War Games? Because you know that's what it's going to be. Solo's Bloodline versus Roman's side of it. Is The Rock coming back for this? Is somehow Jimmy and Jay going to reunite? How do you do that with Raw and SmackDown? One of them's on Raw, the other's on SmackDown. If you bring in Zilla Fatu or Hikuleo, how do you do that? Don't get shy now. I know there's a lot of gold cards up in here, man. Especially you stars, you amplified stars. You've been with this channel over a year on membership alone. I want to know. I'm putting your booking, get your booking pens out. I'm putting you to work, chat. This is a membership chat. This is the fun ones, man. We all get to just let loose. So JR9 says Roman, Jimmy, Jay, Sammy. Okay. Oh, JR9. I didn't even think of that, dude. Sammy was a part of Roman's bloodline. Sammy would fit perfectly, dude. It would be like an epic reunion. Oh, that's got to happen, bro. That's got to happen. I didn't even think of Sammy. So, yeah, you really don't need Randy and Kate because that's old anyway. I don't need to see them team up the rest of the year. Randy, Cody, Bad Blood, book it, Hunter. Reese. Yeah, Jimmy J. Zilla Fatu, Reese says. Nice little debut. And Sammy. So a lot of you guys have Sammy. I don't know what BC was thinking. I got to apologize for my channel members, man. BC had just a brain gaffe, man, where I overlooked Sammy fitting in there beautifully. Jimmy J and a mystery partner, Diamante. Yeah, maybe it is. Like Reese said, maybe it is a Zilla Fatu. Or maybe just as long as you plant in Sami Zayn in there. DT says Roman, Seth, Jimmy, Jay, Sammy, Solo, Tama Tonga, Jacob, with Rock and Cody starting their beef up again. Yeah, because Rock would definitely have some type of influence, you would got to believe, at that Survivor Series to kickstart WrestleMania season a month and a half later. Rock will be revealed as the leader of Solo's bloodline to set up Rock Roman at WrestleMania 42. Yeah, whether he's in that match or not, Rock's going to be a massive part of War Games. He has to be. Don't think Seth would team with Roman. Roman James. Well, Jeremiah, you're the one who put that idea in me, man, that Sammy would team with. What are you saying, Jeremiah? Wait a second. Don't think Seth would team with Roman. Well, then why did you leave such an epic creative plot? He's got a team with Roman. I don't even know how you get Raw and SmackDown getting that. Jay somehow has to get over to SmackDown, and Sami Zayn would have to somehow get over to SmackDown. Jer9, I said Sammy, not Seth. Oh, you did, Jer9. You did. I gotta drink more coffee. Jer9, I'm sorry, dude. Salute. Yelling at my right-hand man over here. He did. He clearly said, don't think Seth would team with Roman. Jer9, I'm telling you, I'm running on fumes, bro. 14 coffees. I got about fucking 16 minutes of sleep. I got a billion things to do after this, before Monday Night Raw. Oh, Jer9 Gaben, you did, man. Seth, yeah, no. We don't need to see Seth anyway, man. I don't need no bootleg, what they got, Shield reunion. We don't need the Shield. Unless you're going to get Mox. Unless you get Dean Ambrose, whatever you want to call him, I don't need to see 2/3 of the Shield. I've seen everything you can do with Seth and Roman. Tag team, one-on-one a billion times. Absolutely not. Mox or bust. Dean Ambrose or bust. Or I don't want to hear about the Shield. Jer9, much love, respect. I was all amped up for the Sammy thing. Then I thought you said, oh, but on second thought, BC, I don't think Sammy would do it. But Jer9, that does bring up a good point. How do you even get? Because I think, Jer9, you said Jimmy as well, right? Or Jay? Hold on, where was that? Roman, Jimmy, Jay, Sammy. Yeah, so Jer9, you somehow have to get both Raw dudes over to SmackDown for that. Or somehow merge SmackDown and Raw. Now, I know it's not that difficult. These days, they do it without giving a reason, right? Tonight, you have Waller and Theory taking on R-Truth and Miz just because they had a tussle at Saturday SummerSlam. So all of a sudden, SmackDown talent is showing up on Raw for a match. I don't understand any of that. Jer9, plus Seth was literally the reason Roman lost to Cody. Exactly. Yep. So it wouldn't even make sense. And I wouldn't want to see that. I love that right there, man. Jimmy, Jay, Sammy, Roman, let's go. Superstar shakeup. Yeah, at this point, they'll do 3 of them a year, and none of them will hold any weight because a week later on all 3 shakeups, Reese, Hunter will somehow bring a SmackDown dude to Raw and vice versa. Oh, hold on. We got a lot of super chats coming in, man. Hold on. We are going to be here 2 hours. You know what? I don't care how long it takes. Everybody will be properly saluted. Where did I leave off? MD20, $2 super. Any timetable for Brock's return? No, there was a chance he could have showed up at SummerSlam. There's really no... Hunter last said it's up to Brock. So he's not in trouble, guys, anymore. He was for a minute. He actually was. Like, they wanted to see the investigation, where it was going. Apparently, Brock did nothing. There were some texts or something, and that was it with Vince's little mistress. Brock had some text. Those are just words in the court of law. There was no meetup. They never met up. Brock never actually did anything, is what the courts are saying, is what the investigation is showing. So Brock can show up. Hunter said, you got to ask Brock. If he wants to do business, we're ready. Basically. Hunter said he's probably on his farm right now watching his kids grow up. If he ever wants to do business, we can rock. So it's up to Brock Lesnar, MD20. That's the latest that we got. Hunter literally said that within the last week. Dwayne Piazza, $2 super. Randy at Mania. So you're going Randy Orton over Cody Rhodes WrestleMania. Yeah, and if that happens, you got to believe Roman and Rock will be the other main event or something like that. So that would be another year where CM Punk does not get his WrestleMania main event. That's been his goal his entire career. So you got to believe if it doesn't happen at 41, isn't that kind of it? I mean, maybe there's one more WrestleMania left for CM Punk, maybe. Fleck Guapo, $5 Booker T super chat. This past Saturday was a hood classic, and although my mom passed away on July 31st, 2010, so SummerSlam hits differently for me. I knew the ins and outs of WWE. Much love and respect, man, especially for the Ma Dukes. SummerSlam always is special for BC as well. A lot of people special to me, their birthdays, my own birthday. But that's special for a whole different way for Fleck Guapo, so I want to send that shout out. Much love and appreciation for the fam, for the Ma Dukes, Fleck. But, yeah, man. SummerSlam is not just the second biggest event of their calendar year. It's one of easily my favorites of the whole year. It's always literally a party while I was growing up, because, again, my birthday was always around it. Lately, it seems like SummerSlam's getting more and more kind of pushed up. It's probably going to be in June within the next 5 years, but Fleck Guapo, salute. Dave Mille, $5 super chat coffee. I would have The Rock on Team Roman for Survivor Series. Have The Rock turn on Roman, setting up Rock Roman for Mania. So, Rock is going to wrestle in War Games. Woo, Dave. I'll tell you that it's possible. We don't know the booking. I'd be down with it. His handlers are not going to be happy with that. The Rock is coming back and getting thrown into War Games. His Hollywood people are going to be pissed. I don't know if they would allow that. I like the booking of it, Dave. I just don't know if Hunter can get that because of the liability it would be for Dwayne Johnson. Because when you're at the level of The Rock, there's a lot that goes into this. He's probably going to X out that amount of time as if he was filming a movie, so he's going to have the time. But there's other obligations that will prevent him from having matches like War Games, and I don't think Rock is going to go in there and half-ass a War Games match. I don't think you could. War Games, you're going to have to do a lot of volatile shit. But I do think, Dave, he's going to be a major part of it. I don't think you can wait till Royal Rumble to kickstart this, whatever they got planned for Mania. And I don't know if it's going to be Rock Roman. It could be Cody and Rock. JR9 is saying maybe CM Punk and Cody would work. A lot of us are thinking maybe that's where you save Randy and Cody. There's options, man. That's the good news. There's options for Cody. Dave, salute, man. Savage, 1024, Da Punisher. $5 Booker T coffee super chat. BC, this is an idea. I think Cena and Punk should both have their last match at Mania. Forget a tour. Have one last match between Punk and Cena. Damn, you're going for the grand finale curtain call. Like, that's it. You're going for the encore, right? Like, the show is so good, the crowd is standing up to give you that one last ovation, and you come out as an ensemble and you give that last bow. Not just one of the stars of the show, that Broadway show. The whole ensemble gives that final bow. Or the whole band is coming out to give that last bow on that curtain call. Savage 1024, the Punisher, is going for the curtain call. I think that's too much. I would give them all. I think they're special in their own right. I would want to see them go off into the sunset on their own. Although, damn, what a moment if both of them went out the same time. That would have been wild. Had we only known at WrestleMania 7, Ultimate Warrior and Randy Savage, they were in a career-ending match. WrestleMania 7, my two favorites in the entire world of wrestling. Ultimate Warrior, Macho Man Randy Savage, epic matchup at WrestleMania 7. For those that say Ultimate Warrior can't wrestle, go back to WrestleMania 7, watch Warrior and Savage. It's one of my favorite matches of all time. I've seen it 6,415 times. Ultimate Warrior can wrestle, he just didn't need to. He had everybody off their feet, jaws dropped with just his entrance. But that match, legendary. And in that match, Savage, spoiler, Savage loses. His career is over. But what we didn't know is that Warrior was also leaving for a year. He would come back at the following Mania. But because of the whole steroid trial and all that, that was the last Warrior match as well. So they both rode off into the sunset after that match, unfortunately. So as a kid, I lost my two faves. I was stuck with Hulkamania. But Savage, that's a massive booking decision by Savage, 1024 The Punisher. I wouldn't mind it. Courtney Ward, $2 super chat. Remember when Becky joined War Games last year? I do. Becky totally turned that upside down. Becky Lynch has a biography coming out, so she left a very emotional message on her social recently. Becky Lynch talking about thanking all the fans. She's in a very tight spot right now, a very interesting position, right? The biography, and it's treating like her career is over. And then you have her contract running up. It's expired. So we don't know if she's actually signed. We're hearing she's supposed to. Dot some I's, cross some T's. Becky should be back in WWE, but we're hearing no official status. And the way she's talking about it and showing the pictures of her kid, it's almost like she's done with wrestling. That's not the case, I don't believe. But the way that Becky is talking, it's almost like that's it. But yeah, Courtney, I do remember that. Let me make sure I got that, what was that, 17-month membership. That was also Savage 1024 The Punisher. By the way, that's an amplified star status, Savage 1024 The Punisher. Hey, BC, and for my idea, if Cena beats Punk, Punk retires at 41 at that Mania. Yeah, but Savage, didn't you say that Cena that would be it for him too? So it wouldn't matter if his career is over. Even if Cena wins, you're saying that you would have booked Cena his last match as well. So maybe you're saying he brings Punk with him. For that, you would have to have an epic storyline. Like they know it's Cena's last match, but Cena's taking Punk with him. That'd be funny. Go Jackets, $5 super chat. Booker T said what? $5, $5, $5, $5, $5. BC, apologize if you said already, but was Jacob Fatu legit hurt in that table spot at SummerSlam? If not, he's a great seller. Go Jackets, he was. Yeah, Hunter Hearst Helmsley actually confirmed that too. He said he was pretty banged up when he was on his way to the media scrum. It was bothering him. So I thought it was just selling, and I thought it was a really good sell job. Like, he wasn't even standing up, and he was throwing chairs, but he actually was messed up. And that's what makes Jacob Fatu so special, is that even though he was dinged up for real, he was still selling, right? He's throwing the chairs. I mean, he's like, all right, I know the camera's on me. I know this is SummerSlam. I got 57,000 people in attendance staring at me. I may have only one leg, but I don't care if I have no legs, 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 and no legs, no legs. He doesn't care if he's got no legs. Jacob Fatu is going to sell. So anyway, but Go Jackets, yes, he was actually injured in that match, and Hunter did confirm that about 30 minutes later. Appreciate your Go Jackets. You know that, man. One of my first on this channel to throw up that original gold card. And by the way, that's showing, right? Go Jackets? Where's Go Jackets? Yeah, there's that amplified star after Go Jackets. DT with the original gold card. You got to be close to yours, no, DT? Your amplified gold star? DT with that $5 Booker T super chat. This one is out there and for fun, but Rock beats Cody for the title. We then get Cena versus Rock 3 for the title. Cena wins 17, ends the Bloodline. So you're talking SummerSlam. So your future booking through Mania into SummerSlam. I gotta tell you, DT, I know it's just for fun, but I'm actually okay with all of this. If they did any of this properly, all of your ideas, whether just crazy fun or just chucking wildness at the wall, everything you guys are spitting out, I would actually be okay with. I don't think there's a wrong way. There's so many interesting dynamics you could throw together. It just has to be done properly, and this is where Hunter Hearst Helmsley cannot muff this up. Alicia, what should be happening is Loa and Tonga just do the Gorillas of Destiny with the tag titles. That's how it should have been anyway. Fatu should have never had the tag title. They're an actual tag team. People don't realize this, man. Loa, Tonga, they're a tag team. Like, legit, before they got to WWE. They're damn brothers! DT, for sure. Hold on, let me make sure. I gotta make sure I got it. You guys are fucking next level. I gotta make sure I get the member chats for sure. Those disappear a little bit sooner sometimes. Let me make sure I got them. Again, Elite Combat Club. Salute, bro. Welcome for sure. Did I get Go Jackets? I gotta Go Jackets. Yeah, Go Jackets. I got your 17-month membership earlier, by the way. You listen to BC Saturday Night over Michael Cole. I love that. One of the best compliments I could have probably ever received. Unique Butterfly, learn, get off of the Amplified channel, Unique Butterfly. Unique Butterfly, much love. Thank you for the coming in, smashing the up, saying what's up. It's always good to see Unique Butterfly up in here. One of my favorites, one of my longtime subscribers, and a gold amplified star status subscriber and member. But Unique Butterfly, you gotta get that ass to school. Learn. You gotta be one of the smarter unit members. You have to be, because BC's gonna depend on your education. BC's gotta, hey, I gotta depend on your education, Unique Butterfly. Get those degrees. Unique Butterfly is at school, stopping by to smash that up and say what's up to all of us. Go. All right, guys. Now my stream is starting to screw up a little bit. How long have we been up here? 2 hours? Hour and 50 minutes. Damn. I think I got everybody right. Fleck Wapo, Dave Mealy, Savage 1024, The Punisher, Courtney Ward, Go Jackets, DT. I got all my news, right? Roman on SmackDown. AJ's possibly returning. AEW head-to-head with NXT on October 8th. John Cena confirming he's going through 2025. We went through the whole Monday Night Raw card and why this is so massive tonight. I hope that WWE looks at it as such. And guys, with that, I am going to go ahead. Hold on, did I get that one? Yes, DT. With that, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys have the last few hours before Raw to rock out, do what you got to do, take care of the errands or whatever, catch some Z's, drink some more coffee, play in traffic, whatever you got to do. Salute all of my subscribers, not channel members, everybody who's just been listening the whole time but has not been able to chat. Much love to you guys. I made sure that you guys could hear and watch this. Because that is so much respect to you guys for subscribing and showing that support to the channel. You do not have to be a channel member to get BC to say thank you, I assure you. Channel membership is another level of support to the channel. That's it. If you got bills and you want to buy a burger and soda, get through the night and eat, I hear ya. Do that. All you got to do to support this channel, smash the subscription, smash the up. Say what's up from time to time. That's supporting the channel. Help the algorithm. It doesn't cost a thing. If you chuck a coffee every month to the channel as a channel member, that's just an extra level of my appreciation to you. And I make sure that I show you guys several times a month in these streams. So, but I don't want anybody to ever think you have to be a channel member or you're not supporting as much because you're not a channel member. Bullshit. You don't have to give a dime to this channel to show support. Ever. I'm going to have coffee no matter what, I assure you. But to all of you guys that do chuck a coffee every month, to every gold card, and now every amplified star, gold star up in this chat, and soon, and new golden coffee champions on this channel. The 2-year mark, it's coming. To every single one of you guys, this has been a fun 2 hours. I really thought this was going to be a half an hour, maybe 45 minutes. If you guys were amplified enough, I thought this could go 45. You guys were amplified to a whole nother level, man. And that just jazzes me up. It makes this a whole lot more fun for me. Guys, salute. We're going to do this again real soon. Tomorrow will be a full Raw review, and I'm going to have a lot to say. I'm telling you right now, because I know how this show has to go. I hope I can do that live, but I wouldn't count on it. I don't know if I'm going to have that. I have to have like a specific amount of time to do it live. Like time of the day, and I don't know if I'm going to have that. I might have to record this like real early, so we'll see. But if I can go live for this review, I will. Hopefully you guys can stop by, say what's up, smash the up, do all the good stuff. But if not, regardless, you're going to get a full Raw review, and it's going to be a hell of fun, and there's going to be a lot to talk about, and I just hope I didn't got to rip it apart. I hope we're talking about all the damn great that has happened tonight. Guys, salute! Gold team! Salute, guys. Thank you. Channel members, honestly, this was my chance to say thank you on another level. Thank you on that level. Salute. And now what we're going to have is all of my channel members go deep. Just my channel members. You guys, this is going to be a Hail Mary. One of you have to come up with this, all right? Because usually nobody catches this. 75-yard bomb into the end zone, nobody catches it. It's a free-for-all. But one of you got to catch this now. It's got to happen. Fix this. Fix